r/AskReddit. Males of Reddit, what are some guy tips you think every man should know? Brush your teeth every day. Use mouthwash. People won't tell you that you smell like a goat. They will tell others. Lick your hand. Count to 20. Smell your hand. That's what everyone else smells when you exhale. Floss. If you're not handsome, at least be tidy. Nice clothes go a long way. If the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Red-green. If there's even a chance you will bring a date home with you, tidy up. Dust, vacuum, mop, fold your clothes, wash your sheets, at least once a week whether you have a date or not, make your bed, clean your bathroom, including scrubbing the toilet. I have heard enough stories from my friends that are women that I know doing this alone instantly puts you in the top 20%. It shouldn't have to be said, but this means having a fitted sheet on the bed and pillowcases on your pillows. Even if there isn't a date coming home, do this. A clean hole is always nicer than a dirty one. Take it slower, enjoy it more. Works for most things in life, and for life in general. I read this as take a shower, which is also a good tip. Know your junk. Keep an eye out for changes. Also keep it all clean. Apparently a lot of guys object to having the doctor inspect their genitals during a checkup. It's the stuffing doctor, they are just looking for cancer and stuff. Apparently a lot of men don't even wash their stuff because they are afraid of being seen as gay or something. By who? The stuffing bathroom fairies? It's easier to stay in shape than to get in shape. Learned this the hard way as I am slowly starting to work out again. 2020 was a fat man year for me. It was the longest time I had been out of a gym since I was a preteen. And boy did I get fat. Welp. Here I go again on my OOWWNNNN. Desperately trying to run for more than 10 minutes straight without dying. As a side to this, as someone who lost 60 pounds doing zero exercise, and was already tall and somewhat thin. Eat your vegetables. Count those calories. I used to eat 12 ounces to a pound of various mixed veg, and no, not the carrot peas carrot mix, but actual veggies like green beans, broccoli, frozen spinach and others I would personally mix together and nuke per meal with a lean meat like $1 4 ounces salmon chunks as a proper meal, and the pounds disappeared. I can only imagine how buff I would have been had I added a workout to my fat-dropping meals. Learn how to cook a couple of basic, healthy, tasty meals for 2 people. I'm talking some baked chicken breasts with some kind of carrot and potato sides or something like that. Nothing fancy. There's a good chance that one or more of these scenarios will apply to you at some point in life. No one else is around to cook for you. You have to cut down on the fast food dining out takeout for health reasons. You have to cut down on the fast food dining out takeout for financial reasons. Your partner or family expects you to do your fair share around the house. In any or all of those scenarios, being able to confidently say I can cook us a nice meal tonight is the right answer. The equipment required is basic and cheap. The ingredients are cheap. Just watch a couple of YouTube videos and practice a couple of times. And cheap instant read thermometer is like $10 on Amazon, and it will tell you exactly when the chicken is cooked properly. It's not rocket science. Adding on to this, if you are single, learn to cook at least one tasty dinner and one good breakfast. The dinner is how you get her there, and the breakfast is how you get her to stay. Don't underestimate the power of smelling good. The one compliment I ever get is that I smell good, so I always try and keep it up. I don't care what it is, but a compliment in any regard sticks with me forever. Also remember, cologne is meant to be discovered, not announced. Spray the cologne directly onto your skin, before putting on your shirt. Less is more. You want people to smell you when they hug you, not when you enter a room. Look at this guy over here getting hugs. Jumping in here to say you should spray cologne perfume on your pulse points as the body heat diffuses the scent. Don't rub it in. It ruins some notes and it can actually be bad for your skin over time. Less is more, guys and girls. No one wants to smell someone who smells like someone axe-bombed a high school locker room. Keep your nails. Encounters can end abruptly with a nail scratch. Adding to this, clean your hands too. With soap, and scrub under your nails. It's just not fair to the other person if you're not hygienic. Great advice. It's so rare that guys do this, and ouch. I'll also add, make sure you guys wash your hands before. How to BF handle jalapenos before getting intimate. Jesus Christ. Holding your breath can help you to get rid of a stuff quickly. Edit. Thank you for all the awards and the upvotes, kind strangers. Gotta try this. To add onto this, flexing a muscle, an easy one in public is your thigh. I guess it forces your body to redirect blood or something. I'd the science on it, but I read this one and use it all the time. A bonus is that you have to make sure you're drinking enough water so you don't cramp. Assuming you're not going to be clean shaven, take care of your facial hair. Trim it regularly. Your facial hair isn't always even when you grow it. Wash it thoroughly. You don't want acne and other skin conditions underneath all that. Having hair that traps all the dust and oil make it harder to manage. It sounds really obvious, but when you're like me with a dad who shaves regularly, turns out I have absolutely zero knowledge on how to take care of my facial hair, and it sucks so much stuff. As someone that had a beard from a young age, proper care took a while to figure out. Take care of your knees, you'll miss them when they're gone. Clean your stuff. Edit. Just wanted to thank everyone for the awards. Was not expecting this to blow up like it did, and I hope it helps people. When you are angry, don't slam your wrist fist down on the table. Trust me, it's never worth it. I learned this too late. Don't punch inanimate objects. Probably best to walk away before things get to that point. Losing your temper just makes you look like and stuff. Let people know how you feel. If they respect you, they'll try to do better. If not, they won't, and it's time to separate. This is a real-life pro tip for 2 reasons. You don't ever win hitting an inanimate object. Best case scenario, you look like a rage monster. Worst case scenario, you break something that needs to be replaced, or you break something on you that needs to be fixed. To clarify on the point above, you look like a rage monster. You may know you'd never hit a woman, but the person you were with doesn't always know that. I thought I was good at controlling my anger, but occasionally might break something silly and cheap. I didn't realize it, but aggressive behavior coming from a man will still be scary for a woman. Can confirm. The middle finger on my right hand is crooked, likely broke it after punching my fridge and leaving an imprint of knuckles on the door. If you're feeling hot but your stuff scrunched up, then you probably have a fever. Edit. A very important edit. A hot or cold flash like this could be a symptom of something else. It's probably not a flu that's lasting weeks or months. It could be the start of a panic attack, or maybe just stepping outside or back inside. I am not a medical professional, I'm just advising based on what's happened to me. Extremely specific and mind-blowing. This is the quality content I was looking for. Always heard it the other way. If you have chills but your stuff are hanging loose, then you have a fever. Never let a girl spray cologne on your stuff. Stuff bro thought's a sign that you need to scrub down there. Okay, I am really curious about it. What happened? Oddly specific. Don't be afraid to compliment your fellow men. You'd be surprised the difference a compliment to your bro can make. If your bro is looking good, nice hair, shoes, outfit, whatever, let them know. Some people never get compliments, and it can improve their day or week. Edit 1. Thanks for the awards, my first, and upvotes. Had no idea the reach this would have. I'm glad this advice helps someone. Aside from the nice stuff, bro, I remember the moments when someone tells me I look good or I did something well. It makes a difference. And so I make it a point to pass that on to others. A woman I admit, complimented a guy friend the other day at the pub because I noticed his hair looked banging, so I told him. He couldn't stop smiling the rest of the night. He thanked me at least 5 times, and I think I made his week if not his day. Guys, you need to compliment each other more. There is nothing wrong with noticing that something has changed and you like it. Might be a new or different top or shoes, a new hairstyle, a trimmed beard, maybe they look a little more in shape. Try and make compliments about things that people can and are changing. They hit differently and generally feel better. Also, just everyone compliment everyone more. Compliments are great, there is no downside to a compliment. When it comes to dating, one of the best skills to have is conversational skills. Learn how to carry a conversation and learn how to listen. You will be successful. I've been giving my 16-year-old son tips on how to talk to women. I'm teaching him to ask open-ended questions. What movies do you like? What books? What music? Ask what they like the most about them while keeping them in mind. With that information, go watch the movie or read the book. Next time you chat, you can thank them for introducing you to new forms of entertainment, and you understand why she likes them so much. Bang. You're in. I would also add, if you are the only one putting effort into the conversation, move on. Leave monologues to Shakespeare. If a girl says she's busy and doesn't offer a different day, you struck out, bro. When she says, "You don't need to pull out." Pull out. I'd like to add, my doctor said I can't get pregnant. I've heard this line so many times only to check up years later and they have kids. It's okay to end a relationship because she's simply not a kind person to you. You don't have to endure stuff because someone told you to man up. Edit. Thanks for the awards. Adding on to that, it's okay to end a relationship for basically any reason. There are billions of people in the world. If you're unhappy, you deserve a chance to find someone else. There's no medal you get at the end of your life for hanging on to a relationship for years and years simply because you've been in it for years and years. It's okay to grow into different people and realize that maybe those people aren't the best match for each other anymore. While the wild caveman look can work for some guys, that is not an excuse to disregard personal grooming hygiene. You still need to be clean, to brush, trim your beard, to wear clothes that fit, to put on deodorant. Rugged is a good look, homeless is not. You're telling me I don't look like a combination of Thor and Iron Man. But I have stringy long hair, an unkempt, unmanicured beard, cargo shorts, beat-up sneakers and a baggy superhero t-shirt on. Where did I go wrong? Workout. No, you don't have to aim for six-pack abs. It is just generally healthy and gives you endorphins, aka happy hormones. Men don't usually speak up when they are depressed, and working out helps with this. As a man with difficulty to control emotions and a heavy propensity to drink, all night, every night, working out has been the only avenue that keeps me somewhat sober and allows my emotions to wear themselves out in a healthy way. Probably the hardest thing to do is be courageous. Stand up for yourself and others. Don't be afraid what other people think. Lads. As much as we may wish, deodorant is not a replacement for a shower. Know the worth of a person, including yourself. If you're willing to walk over glass for someone who can't return a text, you're belittling yourself. If you can't be bothered to acknowledge someone who's turned their world upside down for you, well, you're just being and stuff. It goes both ways, people. Edit. I apologize for being a little too vague on this. On the second point, I should have added something to the effect of "but still take advantage when you need something." It's supposed to show that you don't owe your time to anyone, and they don't owe it to you. Don't obsess yourself over someone who will only use you and then toss you aside as needed, and don't do the same to those who are obsessed with you. Even if it's you, tastefully, rejecting someone, still acknowledge them and don't string them along to keep as a backup or as something to use and discard. Saying "I appreciate everything you've done for me, but the type of relationship you're wanting is not what I'm looking for with you," is a hard conversation to have sometimes, but it saves on a lot of hurt feelings and will help you grow as a person. On another note, thank you all so much for the kind words. I'm glad that this helped a lot of people, and I wish someone had sat me down and taught me this years ago as well. If you like pink fizzy cocktails, just order them, no one cares. Get yourself a safety razor, the blades are way more affordable, the shave is cleaner, and these things serve you like 60 years. No need for quintuple blade mumbo jumbo. I'm seeing a new guy, and I was with him and his friends having drinks the other week. I brought out stuff to make stuff star shots, sourpuss and banana liquor, and two of his male friends started losing it, saying they weren't going to take girly, fruity shots like that, and they went and got whiskey for themselves. I was so put off. Him bringing you free stuff and making shots for the group? Shut up and enjoy the sourpuss. Lol. Dude, if you get a girly drink, I'm probably going to make fun of you while drinking my own girly drink. Feel free to return the favor and let's see who is more creative. Learn to become just friends with women. I'd be lost without my women friends and feel like such a more well-rounded person because of them. Another way of thinking of this, allow yourself to see women as more than just potential partners. I've found wonderful, caring, lifelong friends in the opposite stuff, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. As previously stated, you will likely find yourself to be a more well-rounded person. Just wanted to say, as a woman, I'd be lost without my men friends too. We appreciate you. Can't emphasize it enough, but showing your emotions doesn't make you any less of a man. Keeping the emotions inside you would eventually lead to breakdown, to say the least. I'm an emotional guy tbh, and it took me a long time to get comfortable with it. I've been shamed a ton for showing emotions, and it felt bad, but now I've gotten much more comfortable and I'm okay with it. If somebody gives me stuff for it, they aren't worth my time. Being a gentleman is free, use it often. Also know how to take rejection. These qualities will get you far when combined with continual learning. It's true that life brings us far more defeats than victories. And real-life wisdom arises not so much from knowing how we might beat someone as from learning how to accept defeat with grace. Murakami. When you first start dating someone, don't shuffle your friends aside even if you want to spend every minute with them, don't. Part of the reason he/she was probably attracted to you in the first place was that you had a good social circle of people that loved you. If you brush them aside, you risk losing their attraction, and weakening some of the bonds you had with friends. I've seen it happen too much, and this is how guys usually end up overbearing to their partners and expect them to fulfill every need they have. In extreme cases, it can end up in stuff when they break up with you, and you are now alone and have no other social support network besides them to get you through the breakup. If you like buffalo wings and you do the Buffalo Wild Wings blazing challenge with your friends and you go to the bathroom after and they're using the sink, don't get distracted and pee before washing your hands. Trust me. But it burns so good.